Hey all, welcome back to Mudstomp's Hardcore Let's Play trial number 2. So, when we last left on episode 1, was a few days ago. We're up to about day 13 now, and I've done a few things. As I said, I was cleared off this area to turn into my starter base. I've done a bit of planting over here to get started on some different resources. In particular, I'm aiming at food supply and preparation for some enchanting and so forth. I've also got some berries going. That's a twofold thing really. I'm going to look to have food supply for them a little bit, and also planning to use them for a little bit of defense in an area where I can use them. So up along this grass area, hilled area and so forth, just to try and limit the do a bit of damage before things get near me if they do happen to come this way. So I'm growing them up a bit. As you can see, I've got a bit of ground prepared for wheat growth, again just to get ready for different odds and ends. I also want to put in some pumpkins and so forth shortly, so I'm going to probably put them just there. So we're going to get those started now. I've started working on a bit over there. I'll show you that in a minute. Essentially what I've been looking towards doing is I've gone into the cave a bit. It got a bit risky, so in a little while I'm probably going to cut and show you a bit of my adventures there. It was quite scary to begin with at the start. I probably nearly died close to 4 or 5 times, but anyway, that was cool. I faced off against a lot of creepers and so forth and things like that, so yeah, it was a bit of fun anyway. But yeah, we got a bit done there. I'm also looking for what do you call it? The words. Yeah, I just went looking to see what's there because there's a cave system sort of there, and found out that there was like a whole load of cave system just there, like a lot more than what I was expecting. So that was a bit of a surprise. So there's definitely there for exploration later on. I'm gonna, yeah, probably not the best idea putting this right near where I'm trying to walk the whole time, but anyway. So yeah, a lot more caving than I was expecting there, and good for us to explore in the coming episodes. I started off on a platform to start off the ground on which I'm building on, basically. I've gathered all this sand from doing all that I was doing, so that's been good. Yeah, and I've got a few other things, a lot of bones and stuff from all the collections I've been doing. I went over there and chopped down some wood. That's how I've got all my wood at the moment. So yeah, and I've got a fishing rod ready to go. I've got a bunch of spider webs. I killed I don't know how many spiders, so I've got a lot of string left over, so I can do a bunch of fishing. So what I'm looking for at the moment, I'm going to actually bring this over here because I keep having to run back over and use it when I really just want it over here ready to go. I'm starting with just this area here basically, and I'm looking to get the rest of this done into that because I want to have a full setup around here. I'm trying to figure out the dimensions of what I want the whole hut to be basically, but yeah, I want to have a pier for fishing off of in one direction, and I'm probably going to try and keep it nice and sort of well maintained over this whole corner area. So I'm still, again, trying to figure out exactly what I want the dimensions to be, and I want it to be rather squarish overall, so it's not going to have sort of jagged edges or anything like that. So yeah, but as you can see, I'm quickly running out of resources doing that, so it's all sort of a bit of fun and games in that sense, but that's okay too, because I think that at the end of the day, the main thing here is I can always cut more wood and all the rest of it, obviously. So I just want to sort of get this started to give me an idea of how big an area I'm going to start with. Now, this is also the entrance. Like I said, there was a cave. It basically started here as just a tiny hole, and I've dug my way in and so forth. I'll show you that in just a minute. And yeah, so it's all sort of coming together gradually. What I'm probably going to do is use out this direction to build a pier out, I think, because I want to be out in an ocean area, not so much in a lake area, so to speak. So yeah, I'm still working on that one, how that's going to really appear, but it will definitely go out in that direction. So we'll just cover this up for now. I've rewatched a bit of footage from before, so I'm really rethinking some things and whatnot. I've definitely played it a lot riskier than what I hoped for the start of this series, but that's okay. I think the main thing is that I'm getting to where I want to be for setting up and so forth, so that's good. and it's going to be, yeah, rather exciting, I think, in the long run. So I'm definitely working on all of those things. I'm eager for feedback on what you think I should be doing next and whatnot, but yeah, I think we're on a good start, so it's been fun so far. Yeah, so there's that. Just get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 wide through here. That might actually be good. I usually do them a bit narrower, but I think I'm going to actually stick with that. Do it 5, and then yeah, go from there basically. So yeah, going to need a lot more wood, I think. I don't think this spruce is going to do it by far. That's okay. We've got plenty of spruce trees, as you can see. I'm not too worried about the landscape either. I think there's a lot going on there, but it's not like I'm not looking at it thinking, oh, that looks wonderful or anything like that. So yeah, I'm really not worrying about how the landscape looks or anything like that. I'm more just looking to get this done, and then I'll probably terraform in the future, I think. I don't know what I'll turn it into yet, but I'm leaning more towards like having big, massive safe zones around the areas, because I just really don't want to be inundated with mobs all the time when I walk outside of my base. Yeah, eventually I will explore further. I'm hoping I'm not far from the end, to be honest, because I think that would have been, yeah, I've travelled a fair distance. I don't think I've travelled far enough to be like, oh, I'm right there, but I think I'm close enough that it's going to be, you know, not too far. I'll probably use the nether to get there anyway in the long run, and that's fine too. But yeah, so we're just looking at sort of shaping this out and building out a house that's going to be nice to use, and we'll go from there basically. So I'm just going to use up the rest of this wood, and then we'll go hunting more wood later on down the track, I think, which will be just fine. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, alright, so let's head downstairs. I'll just show you what's been going down there. So I'll set this up nicely. I'm really planning on constructing as I go along in this season. Last season I kept talking about all these rooms. I never did any of it, but I'm going to do it as I go, as much as I can. So in between episodes, I'm going to do lots of mining, things like that, to really get it going and whatnot. But yeah, after that I want to really be focusing on getting a lot of construction done. And I'm looking at clearing out the cave system as I go basically, so it's all sort of nice and neat and interesting, that sort of thing. So this will all get covered with probably slabs or something to make it look nice. Unfortunately I'm suffering from a bit of drippage in here, so I'm going to have to fix this up immensely. I don't know how I'm going to go about that yet, but we'll get there. So yeah, so this was sort of, that was covered over with stuff when I dug in, and this was the cave basically. I'm like, yeah, great, small cave, good home. And then I found out that through here there's a whole heap of cave, and through here is a whole heap of cave. So yeah, there's a lot more to sort of be protected against. So as I said, I'll probably cut, and I'm going to show you a bit of what I have been fighting. Probably just do a montage of fights for a few minutes, so I'll see you in a few moments. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that. As I said, came close to dying a few times there, so it was a bit scary, but that's okay. It's what it is at the moment again. So I'm really looking to start off with getting down to mining levels soon as well. I want to figure out where I'm going to do that. I'm probably not going to use the cave systems to get down low to begin with, mainly because they're just so dangerous. So, oh yeah, and there's a whole heap more cave through here as well. As you can see, I've sort of set up a bit of a barrier to protect myself. I was risking getting things dropped on me and everything. It was just crazy. So yeah. But I did pick up some armor too. Again, I'm seeing lots of mobs with armor and lots of mobs with weapons, so it's a bit crazy at the moment thinking that through, but anyway, like, it is what it is. So yeah, alright, night time again. I'll just do a quick sleep, get through this day, or this evening I should say, and we'll get into our next day. So this would be day 14, I think. So, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my mine entrance, because I'm going to have this as a real sort of entrance area. I'm going to have up here, I'm probably going to do some storage up here, some few odds and ends, and keep that sort of mainly for my farming and whatnot. So yeah, I probably want to get down a bit lower in the base to start my mine off. So I might do it off in this direction, because this is fairly secluded, I think. I think this might not be... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to run into cave wherever I go, I think, because I'm just having a look here. Because that goes down over there and opens up that way, so digging down to there is not going to be much use. It's probably better if I dig off in this direction, down that way. But I don't want an open section to my mine, so I'm going to have to build back up there a bit, I think. So if I go from maybe here, dig this out, and go from here, I think. So what have we got? 4 high. I always like to do my mine entrances as 5 high. I think I discussed this in the last episode, but yeah, I do 5 high, and then I put 3 torches down. A torch down every 3 levels. So 1, 2, 3 that would be, and that would be the next torch, and that usually keeps it very safe. I don't know if mobs can spawn on stairs, but it lights it nicely anyway, so there's that as well. I'm going to go get some stairs quickly, because that means that I can backfill that straight away. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to try and work on a lot of this in between it. Well, I said I'll work on it. I'm going to actually try and do it a lot in between episodes, mainly because I just don't want to spend forever building with you guys watching. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this just to get it started. And then I want to show you, I want to have a look at the floor pattern I'm going to use up there. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, but I'm probably going to look for using birch wood to accent the darker spruce wood. I would use dark oak for a lot of it, but to be honest, it's just I don't have access to dark oak much, so that's not really an option anyway. This is what I mean. It's just cave system after cave system after cave system, and it's just it's nice, like to have. Wow, okay, I'm finding so many mobs here, this is just insane. This is what's concerning me too, that I'm leaving myself wide open for attack constantly, basically. That's just insane. I don't think I've ever had this much. Okay, there's not good. Alright, quick. Put this here, get up there, and we're going to block this off to explore at a later date, I think. So, yeah. Again, this is just, it's a bit frustrating to be honest, because I think I've maybe not picked the best place to build a base, because it's just so full of mobs and cave. Oh, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Everywhere I build, I'm running into stuff, and it's just, yeah, makes it really difficult to get anything done. But anyway, we're going to just keep working on this, and hopefully stop exposing things and get down to mine level. I've lost track of where my torches should be. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, that one there. Okay. That's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So, a bit risky unfortunately in this area, but I think that's the thing too, by building near the water, you're going to run into these issues, because I just don't think that there's going to be much solid ground under the water in that sense. It is going to have a lot of caving because it's got to squish in and around the water for a lot of it. But that's alright. It's makes it more interesting, and like I said, once I get into caving, 2, 3, I can really just have at it and go looking for stuff and whatnot. So I am going to do some caving in the near future, probably next episode. This episode I want to just get this done a bit further, like I said, and also go up and have a look at the what we can do with the pattern on the floor up there. I'm trying to figure it out as I go, basically. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Alright, so let's get some staircase down here, and we'll go back up and have a look at this business up here. And we'll finish this tunnel a bit later. I don't even have enough pickaxes, I don't think. I haven't got any more on me. I don't. Oh, that was lucky. I run out of pickaxe. I mean, not that you can't dig your way out. Build your way out with blocks, but anyway, that's that. So yeah, I've got to figure out these walls. I think I've got some andesite. I need to get a bit more together, I think. So let's see. Alright, so what I was thinking with birch, I need to get some more spruce. Probably need to figure out probably not in this stream so much. When I extend over there, I want to get some sort of pattern going. I can't think of what I want to do. But yeah, I'm going to try and use oak logs though for pillars, which is probably going to look pretty funny for starters in this bit, but I want to try and make it look nice, not just like, you know, there's stuff jumping out of the water basically. So yeah, I'm going to work on this a bit, and then that'll make it look somewhat a bit more supported. So stand out before we drown on that one. There we go, and do one over this side. Do one that we probably don't, because I'm going to probably extend that out to the way I don't know what that's going to be, so I'll have to figure it out when I get to it. This side though, I think no, I'm probably going to leave that actually. I might extend that out to there. I might do that side out and leave this side here, I think. So yeah. Alright, and then we'll extend that out 2 blocks. So that's 1. Oh, that was good. That seaweed, I just thought it was a mermaid. That would have been horrific. Jump right in next to one. Yay! Dead, probably. Anyway. Alright, so that'll extend out. Oh, that's 3, not 2. Dang it. Okay. 1 more out. And we need these back. Alright. There we go. Okay, so that'll go there. That'll be fine for that. And that'll go over to there, and then we need another one under here. This one clay. I have to dig that later though, because it'll take forever at the minute when I get a diamond pick or something, I suppose. Alrighty, so that's the supports in except for that corner there, and then I'm going to want some pillars. It's the only problem because I've slabbed this. I can't, like, I'm going to get that problem. I have to figure that out. Anyway, alright. Let's just collect this sugar cane again. And I'm going to get rid of these berries for now because I want to dig out more of that area. I'm going to clear out a bunch of that hillside and those trees. I'm not sure how far in I'm going to go, but probably to at least that wall there, or something like that. And that'll be good for just to have a bit more distance. And I'm probably going to build that eventually around down to here, have a giant mansion type thing, and then I'll be putting up walls after that, sort of along here. And then I want to do like an outer wall that goes across there and all the way around to there, and then put like a towering thing there and stuff. So yeah, lots of plans going. Once again, as I said, I'm going to try and do do as much of this as I go along, get it really sorted out early on, and yeah, I'm hoping that'll make it a lot more interesting and less dangerous. But yeah, alright, so I think that'll about do us probably for this episode. Again, hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to leave me some encouragement, and I will see you all next episode. Alright, Mudstomp out.